Hey, Sloth here, bringing you AFK Journey, and it's more of a public service announcement. I wanted to discuss the longevity of the game at this point. I'm going to do my dailies and talk about it. So, essentially, where we're getting at with the game is a lot of people are leaving the game. Like, let's be honest. So, people are struggling to build heroes. People are unhappy with the content being produced, and from there, we're having a situation where servers feel dead, even districts feel quite dead. The Supreme Arena, for the most part, like, for the you're very easily staying where you're at in the game, and it's really hard to see anybody else really progressing. A ton of people in my server, at least, have already quit. I watched 5 to 6 names in the top 20 just quit and then start slowly dropping out. So the major complaint that people probably have is building heroes in general. If they want to have people get all these new heroes and keep releasing heroes at a pretty fast rate, you need to actually give your players resources. Nobody ever complains about blue shards. They listened to the Stargazer and gave more Stargazers, and they actually increased how much red shards you can get from the store as well, but they're not really looking at the problem of nobody can get yellow shards. So if you can't get yellow shards besides spending money, then what's the purpose of even getting the red shards after that? And with that, we're going to go ahead and look at the shop as well, and Emporium, and we'll talk about it. So I don't even need blue shards anymore, but this is how you can get blue shards, and it pretty much in like a week to 2 weeks, you can build out +5 on a hero, which is no big deal. That's great. You can get more Stargazers. That's amazing. You can get more Stargazers here, and if you're a champion, they added more red shards. But if you go through this whole store, you can't find yellow shards anywhere. So what's the purpose of even adding more red shards when you can't even build the hero without the yellow? The only way to even get these yellow shards are from ranking. So I get 4 a day, typically, because I'm in the top 10. And then I get another 2. So I'm getting 6 yellow shards a day, because I'm always in the top 50. So that's 6, and then it requires 275 to even get to +15 on a hero. And I mean, besides spending money, there's no real access. So like, I've spent quite a bit of money on my account just to get to where I'm at. And what is this? Sure. No. So this is new. Defend Geo. You can only defend 1 Geo. Sure. Set formation. I didn't... What's the restriction? No Graveborn or Hypogens defending. Okay. No Graveborns or Hypos. So, let's set up. +25.
Here I am.
Sort of wanted to build. They took away Frestro, the Fray Man.
What kind of treasure awaits us today?
By the title of the swordsman.
Might as well just build this.
The world has its own.
Get behind me, children!
Well, let's begin our lesson.
Yeah, that works. Cool. I will do that in a second. I had to actually focus for a second instead of rambling. So, with that being said, we have a lot of people quitting the game, and the only solution at this point is to really add more servers for the new players that are going to come, because nobody's going to want to join a server that is already so far along. So at this point, they should combine all of our servers into a district and keep the district, and then make super districts and just name it something else. They could even go further and add like a frame or something, and then put a number for the district, and then some people will represent their district in world chats and stuff. But they really need to do something about payouts, and if they do that, they could take the arena and pay out the top 50 places instead of just 5. That way more people get more resources. They could also pay out like the top 300 to 500 places better rewards, and actually add yellow shards to it. The district, I actually think the Dream Realm for the district, those payouts are awesome. I think they're done pretty well, because the top 50 already get the best resources besides like cosmetic. So I really would like to see them do something for the game that will make it feel a little less dead, because we're already heading from a niche mobile game that most people play this don't have time to actually play real games on the computer. That tends to be why people switch to mobile. That's why I switched to mobile games, and people are just going to quit this, hop onto the next bandwagon, and then play a game that people keep playing. I mean, if they don't change anything soon, I'm probably not going to want to draw for any more Celestial Hippogens, besides like Talene's kit and stuff like that. Like, everyone's upset about Talene, mostly the whales and stuff. I mean, Talene's my favorite character. I obviously did my draws for her. So, I mean, you can check that video. I apologize for being tired in it. Was very low energy, and I don't know. Someone needs to talk about the lack of resources to actually build heroes. I mean, AFK Arena, you can build a hero in like 3 months. I built Eugene and Gavis in AFK Arena already since their release. I also have Lucilla and Liberta built. Like, there's actually ways to improve your heroes. Meanwhile, in this game, you're looking at a year to improve it, and that's like if you're in the top. I don't know. They definitely need to do something about it. I hope that they actually start to do something for yellow shards. Yellow shards, you need so many of them. If you can buy 50 blue shards from the store, you should be able to buy like 60 to 70 yellow shards from the store, so you can actually build your hero at the same rate as the blue shards. You can stock up with what you need to do. Because 6 shards a daily for only the top of the server is still like a ridiculous amount. This is also a new quest I haven't done yet. I really don't want to see this game go down the road of actually not having people play it. Like, for all of us, besides spending money on the game too, we're all here playing a game that we all enjoyed, to have this situation of nobody wanting to keep playing. Like, nobody... I've had probably like half my guild quit over the past month. 15 players of just my guild, and I was in the top 60 in my district. I think our guild was top 23. So I guess my PSA slash complaints are over. If you made it through like complaining of having to be able to build heroes, after this battle, I would like to go over a tier list also for the Celestial Hypogeans, because I actually have them. And after TIERLIST release, I actually had some of my friends asking me to talk about it. So if we go into the heroes, I think the priority hero still in the beginning of getting the game is going to be Rainier. Get him to Mythic Plus to unlock his exclusive weapon, and then build his exclusive weapon to at least plus 10. And again, new players need resources, so I mean, you're going to end up using the beginning resources to do that. After Rainier, I think the best hero to get is still Scarlita. She is heavily used in pushing the PvP aspect along with some bosses, and massively pushes AFK stages. And the faster you push your stages, the faster you level up, and you can push more. So she's going to be essential in future seasons to actually push through your AFK stages. Her exclusive weapon literally just yeets people off of the map after they have lost so much health. I think the next hero's priority is actually Frey. Frey is an amazing tank, and he literally is just a giant damage sponge. So Mythic Plus Rainier, then all in on Scarlita to Supreme Plus, then Supreme Plus Frestro, and then I would honestly say, I'm not saying it just because she's my favorite, is TIERLIST is a massive power house, and she can be combined to do other damage in other places. Burial supposedly has some uses at later stages. I guess the Almus, Flora, and Burial, like Zoo Comp, is pretty good at pushing. So maybe go for Burial instead of TIERLIST. I personally don't have him to even check. And then I would say TIERLIST, and then Dianel. Dianel's mostly PvP, and I think people use him for the guild battle drills. So that's my tier list. I think the first three are 100%. That's going to be pretty much a year and a half of constant grinding to just build those three off of the beginning of your account. So unless they give out more resources and then we can actually, everyone can build, they're doing massive free-to-play building stuff with the server, like locks on days. So it's going to be interesting to see how the game does when they're catering to free-to-play when it comes to blocking pay-to-win players to actually progress faster. But with all that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to keep doing the rest of my dailies, and you guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye. Do the YouTube things if you want. Bye.